Shannon Ratliff. I'm an educator here at Positive Choice, and I'm joined today by my daughter, Fiona.
Hi.
Fiona and I are going to teach you how to make orange tofu, kind of like what you might get at a fast food restaurant or something like that. But we thought we could show you how to make it at home, so it's not only just as delicious, but also healthy. And it's really easy to make, so easy that even Fiona can do it.
Yep.
All right, Fiona, so do you want to get started and show people how to prepare tofu?
Yes.
All right.
So first you're going to get the tofu out of its container, and then we're going to use a paper towel, and you're going to kind of just wrap the tofu in the paper towel and lightly squeeze it. You do this so it's extra chewy after we cook it, so it's close to chicken.
Yeah, it keeps it from being that soft texture that some people don't really like about tofu. It makes it a little bit more chewy, which is great.
Okay, now I got it pressed. Okay, so you're gonna tear these in about bite-sized pieces, so around like an inch. So for me, it's around my 2 fingers, kind of. So I'm just gonna tear that and put that into the bowl.
It does kind of look like the pieces of chicken that you get when you get takeout Chinese, right?
Yeah. Okay, so now we have our tofu all torn up. We're gonna get the cornstarch now. So we're gonna have to measure this out to make sure we have 1 tablespoon. Okay, that's about it. Put that into there. And then we got 1 tablespoon of flour. Oopsie.
It's all right. Cooking in the kitchen is
It's always messy.
messy.
And loud. Okay, now we got our 1 tablespoon of flour in there. We gotta add some salt.
So we're gonna use our favorite seasoning
We're
here
using
today.
one of our favorite seasonings. And we're just gonna put some of that in. Not a lot, but some. You can also use your favorite seasoning of your choice. And then we gotta put some garlic powder in. You can also put some pepper in there too if you want, which was in our seasoning.
Yeah, I always like, with tofu, I like onion powder, garlic, turmeric, really whatever kind of flavor that you're going for. Tofu really just sucks it up. So you get to use really whatever you like, because it all comes out in this really tasty tofu option.
Okay, so now we got all our seasonings in, and now we're just gonna mix this up a little bit. You can use your hands, or you can just shake it up. For me, I'm gonna start it off with my hands a little. So you get it all mixed up. You're also gonna add 1 more tablespoon of cornstarch into the mixture.
Yeah, that way you make sure all of the tofu has got that cornstarch, because that's what's going to give it the yummy, crispy taste.
Okay, so this one's cornstarch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, add 1 more tablespoon. Should we measure that out good?
Good
Okay.
job.
Now you're just gonna finish mixing this up. Again, it's okay to use your hands, spoon, whatever you're mixing with. Okay.
This one's kind of fun too, because you don't really even have to use a knife to do it. So if you're nervous about using a knife in the kitchen, this is a really great way to do it. You can tear it apart, mix it with your hands, get a little bit messy.
Okay, so we got our tofu all seasoned. We got a parchment paper onto our pan, and we sprayed it with some oil. We're gonna now put the tofu onto the pan. Nice and messy. That's okay. Put that off to the side. Spread this out a little. It did crumble a little bit in the mixing, but that's okay. It's gonna be just fine. Okay. So now we got our vegetables. You can use any ones you want. We got red peppers, onions, and broccoli. It's just gonna be a big rainbow in the end.
Yeah.
We're gonna put these onto the pan. Again, you can add anything you really want on the vegetables. It just depends on what you want.
Salt, pepper, garlic
Salt,
powder,
pepper.
onion.
Pretty much
Anything you
anything. I'm gonna mix this up a little. Okay, we got our pans. You're gonna put these in the oven and you're gonna bake them at 400 degrees for 25 minutes, and then you're gonna stir halfway through if you want.
Yeah, great. All right, I'll go put these in the oven for you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so the next step is our sauce. So we got our pot on medium heat currently, and you have to add 4 cloves of finely chopped garlic. So we got that.
With the garlic, yeah.
Here. Okay, we're gonna put that into the pan.
Ooh, smells so good. Do you like garlic?
Yes, I do. I don't like a ton, but I like a good amount.
Yeah.
Next is we want 1 inch of fine chopped ginger. We're gonna put that next into here. We got these all pre-cut, so. And then, mix that a little. And then you're gonna zest 1 orange. We're gonna do a little less.
Yeah, this depends on how orange you like your sauce. The more zest you put, the more orange flavor you have. So this is a part where you can kind of experiment as the chef to decide what you really like.
Okay. Looks like we can add a little bit more. Okay. Looks good.
Smells really
Okay, next you want to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So we got our soy sauce here. And get our tablespoon. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want to try to get it close.
And
Okay.
we chose the tamari. This is a gluten-free option. We can turn that down a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Woo!
Got a little steam.
It's a real kitchen now. We used tamari, which is a gluten-free version of soy sauce. So if you want to make this recipe gluten-free, you can choose tamari and a gluten-free flour. Otherwise, all the ingredients are vegan and gluten-free.
Okay.
This for you if you want to give it a little stir.
You know what this smells like? Edamame.
Oh, it does smell like edamame. Mmm.
Okay, we're gonna give this a nice, quick little stir. Okay, next we gotta add 2 tablespoons of vinegar. We're currently using rice vinegar.
Yeah, rice vinegar is really popular in a lot of Asian recipes. It has a sort of a mild vinegar flavor, which is really great, especially if you have kids that are a little picky about flavorings and you're trying to, get them used to some new tastes and flavors in the kitchen.
Okay, we got our 2 tablespoons. Gonna give it our nice little stir. Okay, next you want to add 1 cup of orange juice. You can squeeze it yourself, or you can get bottled. Okay.
1 cup of orange juice is probably about 3, maybe 4 oranges, depending on how juicy they are. But we're just going to take the easy way out.
Okay. So we got 1 cup of orange juice. I'm gonna put that into the pot. Give it a little stir. It's looking nice and yummy right now. Okay. Next is you can put maple syrup in. If you'd like it sweeter, you can put 3 tablespoons, but we're gonna put 1 today.
Yeah, when we make it, we find that the orange juice makes it pretty sweet, so it's really just whatever taste you like or what you're used to.
Okay, so we got our 1 tablespoon of maple syrup in. We're gonna now stir this up.
The cornstarch in there, though.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're gonna add 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch.
Nope, into the broth.
Into the broth. Sorry.
Yep.
Into the broth.
Well, the reason that we do it, you could go either way, but the nice thing about putting the cornstarch here into the broth first is that you can stir out any lumps that you might get, and so then it makes it nice and smooth when you add it into your sauce. So you can't really mess it up. This is a pretty forgiving recipe.
Okay, remember, it doesn't have to be exact on the cornstarch, but after that, you're gonna mix the cornstarch into the broth. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little
Turn this up a little bit
in here, but that's okay. We're gonna stir that out. Looks like we're free of lumps, so we are now gonna pour this into the mix and let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes to make it thicker.
Yeah, you want to bring it up to a boil. Just like she said, for a minute or two is all that you need to thicken that up.
Okay, for optional, you can add sriracha if you like a little kick to it. I'm probably gonna add, I don't know, probably about 2 teaspoons. You can add as much as you like.
We kind of like things spicy at our house.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, and we'll just add a little
For good measure.
splash. I like a good kick to mine. So after that, we're gonna mix this up nice and good, get the spice all around. I do notice it is turning. It has a little red color coming in, which means sriracha was more nice and mixed
I know.
in.
I wish you could smell it because it smells really good
It
with the
does.
orange
It
juice and the
smells so
garlic.
good. Okay, so now that our sauce is done to a boil, you can see it's kind of thickened now.
Yeah, like what you have in any sort of Chinese restaurant. Yeah.
We got our tofu now. Now that's out of the oven. We also got our vegetables. So we're gonna move the tofu into this bowl. Options, you can put the tofu onto the plate when you're serving and drizzle the sauce on. Or you can actually just put the tofu into the saucepan itself. Today we're just gonna put it into the bowl and mix it all together like this. So we're gonna move all our tofu in.
Yeah, it's great because you've got options on how much sauce people like.
Yeah, it just really depends on what you like and not. Okay, now that we moved our tofu, we're gonna move that out of the way. And we're gonna get our sauce. I'm just gonna put a little bit at a time. Just like that. It's really good for now.
Yeah.
A little messy, but that's okay. I'm gonna mix it up. Coat all the tofu. I wish you could smell it right now. It smells so good.
And it's funny because this is tofu, but if you've ever had, orange chicken at a restaurant, it really looks exactly the same.
Yeah. Sometimes, I don't know if you can see this, but kind of looks like the texture of chicken. Sauce is good. It's got a little taste off my finger. We have our brown rice. Use whatever you want. You can use quinoa, white rice.
Yeah.
We are using brown rice today. You don't even need the rice, but we highly recommend it.
Yeah, I think it tastes really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna add. I'll let you plate it up. How you think that you'd like to serve it?
Okay. So I think we should start with the vegetables. Maybe?
I love roasted vegetables. I think they taste really good. It brings out a lot of good flavor.
Very delicious. I think we should do half and half.
That's right.
Just like that. Got a variety of them all.
Yeah, we like to make sure that when we eat our meals, we get a lot of vegetables on every plate.
Vegetables are very important. And then we're going to get a spoonful, a little more than a regular spoon, but of our orange chicken. We might want to add not actually chicken, our orange tofu, I should say, into the bowl. I personally, I don't know, this is optional, get a little bit of sauce and put it a tiny bit onto the vegetables, just like that. I don't know, I find it tastes very good like that. Another optional thing is green onions. These are very tasty. You don't have to add a ton. We're gonna sprinkle that on, just like that. Another optional thing is sesame seeds. I don't know, I find them really good, nice and crunchy.
A little crunch in there.
Oh, that's okay.
We usually like them on our food.
Yeah. Sprinkle that on. Sprinkle this on.
Good job.
And there we are. There it is. And we got our orange tofu with the sauce. We got our sesame seeds. And we got our vegetables and brown rice.
Should we try it?
I think we should. Let's start off with the tofu. Make sure we get a little bit of everything. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna do tofu and some red pepper.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do broccoli.
Alright.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good.
That's really good. Well, good. So hopefully this inspired you to take some of your favorite dishes from your favorite restaurants and find ways that you can make them at home in a way that everybody in the family will like. And I always think it's a great idea to get the kids in the kitchen because as kids learn to cook, it really sets them up for lifelong healthy eating. And kids are more likely to try new things when they're part of the process and they're able to get in there and get their hands a little bit dirty. So thanks for being here with us today. Hopefully you'll try our orange tofu. Thanks, Fiona.
Bye.
Good job.